do a lot of these critters because they scare a lot of people and they're usually up to no good. Now, this is a Copperhead inspired by one that I got to see up close and personal the other day. So I had gotten these Pan Pastels in a Sketchbox subscription. In my previous video, I did a kind of a quick review and a box reveal on that. And I have to say that they were kind of hard to work with. I mentioned when I first got them, was reading the description about having, this is the month for pastel, that I didn't really like pastel because they were hard to use and messy. And well, you can see the little the sponge that I used. I kind of dipped it into the pastel and was rubbing that on the picture. What I found, I've got different types of sponges that they sent me, which was great, and I thought, well, you know, surely one of them would be able to go these rounded corners, but it's actually not as easy as I thought. Kind of yellow ochre color. The lightest colors I could, I put them down first, and I was having trouble trying to get them to go around the curves, trying to bend it. It was great if I was doing a straight line, but I was having a really hard time just trying to get those curves, so I almost chucked it. I inked it. I used the ink pen, and I used the charcoal pencil that came with the sketch box. So I did use pretty much all the supplies that came in the box to create this, but I added the chromatics because I didn't have enough colors to do what I needed to do, and I couldn't control them. I mean, look at this. So these are small areas that I had to get in here to put down the pattern on the snake, and I couldn't do that with the Pan Pastel, so I had to crack out my chromatics, which is a cheaper art supply. They have a brush nib, but they actually, because I was using sketchbook paper, I wasn't trying to do any fancy anything like that, so I just used my sketchbook paper. So I did try to use my Copics because I had a few browns, and I used it on the snake, and it didn't work as well as the chromatics, probably because chromatics handled better on cheap paper because it's a cheaper product. I don't know, but it actually worked really well. And once I put that down, then I went over top of it with that yellow to brighten up some of the patterns, like I had in my photo that I had taken of the snake that was out on the street. And it came out really good. My mom was scared to death of it. She threatened to get the hoe on the picture. And then I took a white gel pen and just kind of highlighted. Now it's very sketchy in some areas, but sort of a realistic look, and it did scare some of them. So I didn't want to finish it because this isn't really my thing. I had a horrible time trying to draw scales, so that's why I ended up doing just really quick dip, 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 dip. And yes, because I had tried drawing guidelines because I wanted them to be, but no, this is a sketchbook and it's not really supposed to be clean. But anyway, it turned out really cool. So that's pretty much it for my little review of the Pan Pastel. I think it's usable in the future. I'm not crazy about pastel, but if I can do something like this and still make it work, then on cheap paper, on sketchbook paper, then I'm sure on nice paper it'll probably be fine. Okay, bye.